Hey folks, welcome back to Law Creations. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend, enjoying their Sunday. I hope you all having a great day. And I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I decided I had some time today and wanted to do one. So here we go. I've been working on quite a few different things. I've recently purchased a Creality Ender 3 Pro 3D printer. And I've been spending a lot of time learning that particular machine, and what a rabbit hole getting into 3D printing is. It's really an amazing concept of. It's just incredible. Even PLA, the Creality is a PLA printer, so it extrudes plastic and then the hot end melts it, and that's how you get your prints when it cools, and you get the details and designs. It's not as detailed as like resin printing, but it's a lot safer, it's easier, and that's what I decided to go with my first 3D printer. And I have to say I am not disappointed at all. I probably won't get a resin printer because I'm pretty happy, pretty satisfied with the results of the Creality Ender 3 Pro. I am by no means an expert on 3D printing. I'm a noob and I'm just learning. And I'm trying to get my settings down in Cura. The machine itself isn't that difficult to maintenance, to upgrade, things like that. But learning Cura and the slicer and settings, that's where your learning curve comes in, because there's so many different settings you can do for that particular printer. So this is a Judge Dredd sculpt that I had found on Thingiverse, and I printed it at 0.16 layer height, and the results are amazing. This print took 14 and a half hours. I held my breath the whole day it was running, because there's probably nothing worse, and it hasn't happened to me yet, but to have a print run for a long time and then for it to fail at the last second, that must really suck. And I have to say I am so pleased with this particular print. Looking forward to painting this. I found this on Thingiverse. The gentleman that has the files has so many amazing different sculpts, and this was support free. I didn't need any supports for printing this, and you can see very, very little layer lines. I haven't done any prep, any sanding, nothing. This is straight off the printer. So I'm getting my settings dialed in pretty well. I'm pretty even the Dredd badge, you can make out the name completely. And the print is just it's so satisfying to watch it in process. It's really quite the amazing technology. And I just printed a whole bunch of different things. I printed these fire bowls off of Thingiverse, and I'm going to make some torches out of them for this particular display in the back. And I got my battery thing mounted in the back, and there'll be a torch, and the detail on this is pretty amazing. You can kind of see the layer lines on this particular piece, but it kind of fits the particular piece. So I'm not too concerned about the texture that you can see in this piece. It's the pieces like the Dredd with this so much detail that you really want a nice smooth transaction. So I printed some cable box, some sci-fi boxes, and some grates, and I printed some weapons. This is from He-Man. All these are found on Thingiverse. They're all free files. Obviously, you don't want to sell them because they're somebody else's work, but to use in your own displays, maybe to sell it as, part of accessory, part of a diorama that you include with the purchase of a diorama, that should be okay. But you don't want to make money off of somebody else's work. So But yeah, this one's pretty cool. And I did a dread badge. That one's really, this is kind of, you can really see a lot of the landlines in this particular piece. But I painted it up. It came in the black filament. And yeah, I just airbrushed it, gave it some washes, weathered it up a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. Printed some windows. You guys forgive me for the way I sound, but I've been sick the last 3 weeks. I think I've been sick. It wasn't COVID, but it was nasty. And then I ended up with a sinus infection towards the end. So, and I started a new job. So things have just been really busy. And that's why I haven't really had time to post much here on YouTube. So yeah, made a window, a couple more windows here, and I just been printing away like crazy. So having a blast, and there is quite the learning curve, but once you get it down, once you get your settings down and you start understanding and learning the program, I use Cura, like I said, and I mean I'm brand new, but I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't believe I waited this long to get in on the 3D printing hobby. But yeah, looking forward to using some pieces in my diorama and so on and so forth. So that's what I've been up to there. And this is just a particular piece that I've been working on the last let's see, probably couple weeks. I've been just working on it as I have time, and I'm just making some wooden pillars to go with it. It'll probably go along like that, with similar to my other Mythic Legions display. First time doing a stained glass, and that was just, I added some frost effect from Folk Art right here, and then I just came in with some watercolors and gave the color and the effect. So that one's pretty cool. First stained glass, like I say, it can be a little challenging to get it to look realistic, but I think I captured it to a certain effect. Let me give me a minute. I'm gonna step away, and I'm gonna grab another piece that I've been working on. Hey folks, welcome back. Quick, this is just another this is just a piece, a throne piece that I've been working on just for this particular Mythic Legions skeleton. This one here, I kind of lost my inspiration a little bit, and I just kind of put it aside. Then I started working on the other piece. I've been noticing lately when I make dioramas, I've been having a tough time closing them out and completing and finishing. I tend to get sidetracked and start working on something else towards the end of pieces. So it takes me freaking forever to finish pieces. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. This is just a regular army builder skeleton, but I took some liberty and painted them up a little bit based on another skeleton figure that Myths and Legions have. Unfortunately, for this piece, this is going to be my own display. So in order to get him to sit properly in the throne, I had to cut these off, unfortunately. But he's just going to be displayed in a DTOF and things like that. So he was just regular, no paint. There was absolutely no red on this figure, so I added some red. And that's what I went ahead and did with this guy. So just to give him a little bit of a different customization. So if you can see, I just went in and added some red highlights, and I want to go in and I want to sculpt a helmet for him, and I also want to sculpt a shield. So, and put everything in place, and that would make this piece pretty much complete. I still need to add some more painting, some more highlights, things like that. So I made these particular little I don't know what they're called, but they're torches, but they do light up. And I put a blue light inside, and some crystals, and just to give it a cool, different type of effect rather than just a flame effect. So if you guys can see that, This was all handcrafted. These bones came part of a skeleton pack from the Dollar Tree. Same with like all this, and I just cut it up and used it in the throne. This here has a much longer wire, which why I did that I have no idea, but it lights up and glows just like the other one. So they're a matching set. And when the lights are out and this is just these pieces are on it, it gives a nice atmosphere for this particular throne. And I really went heavy on the texture. Kind of painted it a little different rather than just gray stone, but I might revisit the paint job and give it a little more attention to detail and things like that. But this is just some fabric. I just stuck it in some red ink and some Mod Podge and a little bit of water. I let it dry, and then I attached it and cut some up here. If you guys can see that there. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to make. This is just a mold that I got. It's more or less supposed to be used for cosplay, but I figured I'd grab a few and I can go ahead and use it in my my dioramas. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to. 3D printing. I was sick for like 3 weeks. I started a new job, so that's taken. I've been 3 weeks at my new job, and it's a heck of a lot better schedule and just a much better job for me personally. Yeah, so things have been going well, and I just want to touch base with you guys and just show you what I've been up to, and I just hope everybody's doing well. And you guys are finding time to create. You're finding time to spend with your loved ones, and most of all, you're spending time doing what you love to do. And that's about it. So thank you for catching. And I wanted to make these bricks. I tried to make them a little bit more. So this comes apart. This is just a little seat that it can the figure can sit on or whatever. But give a little more attention to the bricks and the details and things like that. That window was 3D printed, but everything else was custom made, and everything here is carved in foam and so on and so forth. If you can see the different color brickwork, I made out a few more different colors, but I just may call it complete. I don't know. Anyway, folks, take care. Enjoy. I hope everybody has a great week, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, folks.